Okay, good evening, everybody. It is Monday, September 23rd, and I'm going to go over the agenda for tonight's class. Here we go. We're going to go over the heat pump vocabulary. So Wednesday, that's the next assignment due. It's an NGen assignment, and it'll be a bit challenging because it's a listening-based assignment. So I'm going to make sure everybody knows the vocabulary before Wednesday. So you have a chance to study the vocabulary, and that way you won't find the assignment too difficult, too intimidating on Wednesday. So I will ask for one volunteer for this, where I say complete the NGen activity with a volunteer using remote access. That means I give one brave student access to my device, and they go through the entire exercise just to see how it's done for practice. So that means on Wednesday, everybody knows what to do. That should take the first half of class. And if everyone is exhausted, we can take a 10-minute break. If everybody is still got lots of energy, we can keep on moving. So I said break optional. Usually these late night classes, people just want to keep moving and get to sleep. So that's why I put optional. Then I'm going to introduce vocabulary. The next writing assignment is about a documentary, and that's Miss Mac's vocab. Then we're going to go over a worksheet that I'm going to assign for Friday. So I'm going to introduce new vocabulary and show you a worksheet that'll be due on Friday. And then to finish class, I'm going to play just the beginning, the first 5 minutes of a documentary, and we'll discuss question one for that worksheet. So the first thing we're going to do is give you a heads up for Wednesday's assignment. Then I'm going to give you a heads up for Friday's assignment, and you will be all ready for your week. Sound good, everyone? Hope so. Okay, let's keep it moving. Oh, Inez, how has your traveling been going? Good. How did the family enjoy? Excellent. Good. Oh, you're muted, but I can see your head nodding. Yes, it's okay. Very good. I'm so glad, happy to see you back. Welcome back. Oh, and I see a comment in the chat. All right. Okay. Thank you, Valentina. I got that. All right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go over some vocabulary for Wednesday's assignment. Now, with the NGen assignments, I always tell everybody to look at the vocabulary first. So what I've done here with this slide, I have pasted the vocabulary. There it is. Take a look. It's a beautiful thing. You can probably tell it looks just like the NGen format there, except there's nothing to click. Usually on the NGen website, when you click the arrow, it'll give you the pronunciation for you to practice. We're not going to do that right this moment. I'm going to go over the pronunciation myself with you, and we'll do a little game where 8 of these vocab words, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 22 vocabulary words that you'll have time to learn before Wednesday. I'm going to give you 8 of the definitions, and we'll use your reaction tools on the Zoom toolbar to guess the definition. Some of these words you already know and you've used before. And some of them, even if you don't know them, you're able to guess the meaning, which is inference. So I'll go over pronunciation right now. So this, unless you cannot unmute yourself, everybody, please unmute yourself and just follow my mouth for pronunciation. I'll give everybody a moment. So you want to unmute yourself now. I'll use my vanishing pen. When I underline it, it vanishes quickly. All right, so I see a lot of, there we go. Everyone, please unmute yourself, unless you have a screaming baby behind you or something along those lines. There we go. All right, everyone, please unmute yourself. So Amaya, Safayoba, Inez, Irina, go ahead and unmute yourself. Charlene, okay, good. I hear the noise. All right, everybody. So I want to hear pronunciation together. Follow my mouth. Here we go. Air handling unit.
Air
Air
handling
handling
unit.
unit.
Air handling unit.
air
Air
Handling
handling unit.
unit.
Air
Unit.
handling unit.
Air
air
handling
Air
handling
handling
unit.
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 Air source heat pump.
Air
Air
Source
heat pump.
heat
heat
pump.
pump.
Air source heat pump.
Air source
Source
heat
heat
pump.
pump.
Auxiliary.
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 Sorry.
Compressor.
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 Vessel.
Condenser.
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 Denser.
Console.
Containing.
Containing.
Training.
Training.
Cooling.
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 Electric resistance heating element.
Electric
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 resistance
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 heating element.
heating
Heating
element.
element.
Extracts.
Extract.
Extracts.
Extracts.
Extract.
Extracts.
Extremely.
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 Generating.
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 Geothermal.
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 Groundwater.
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 In addition to.
In addition.
Addition.
In addition to.
In
In
addition.
Addition to.
In conjunction with.
In
in
addition.
Conjunction
With.
with.
Outdoor.
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 Principle.
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 Requires.
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 Reverses.
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 Reviewed.
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 Technology.
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 Very good. Very good. All right, everyone, you can go back to muting yourself if you're more comfortable staying muted. And now we're going to play a little game. I'm going to give you 8 of these definitions. There's 22 words on the screen, and I want to see who can use their reaction features with a hand raising emoji to guess the word. So I'll show you, everyone practice with your hand raising emoji. This is very important to use the Zoom toolbar, because at your job, you might be in a big meeting with a lot of people, and there you go. There you go. Excellent. Excellent. I think that's Tanya right there who just raised her hand. Does everybody see her hand raising emoji right there? That is Tanya, right?
Yes, it's me.
Thank you, Tanya. So everybody, you see how Tanya has a hand raising emoji up on her square right there? There you go. I'm gonna do it. There you go, Amaya. There you go, Wesleyan. Beautiful. Okay, everybody. Look into your depending on what device you're using, it'll be a little bit different.
I don't know how I can make it.
Yep, that's what I'm going to explain. So you're using a Chromebook, Safai Ba. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
see on the toolbar a little heart where it says
yeah.
reaction. Look at the heart, and then there you go. Go to the heart, and then go to raise hand.
Okay,
Alejandro's
let me.
got it. So everybody, this is practicing using your Zoom toolbar. If you're on a PC, it'll just be three dots where it says more and reactions. This particular device where I'm using right now, I can't actually share my screen and use reactions, but I'm over it. It's because I'm host. I would if I give someone else the host. There you go, Mick Litter, and you got it. You got it. Uh, Safio Ba, did you find your reactions tool and your
I
hand?
see, but I don't see. I'm going to chat and send it.
Nope, nope. Just go. You see the Zoom toolbar? Go to the reactions feature on your Zoom toolbar.
After chat.
Yep, after
After
chat.
chat,
It looks like on your if you're using a Chromebook, it looks like a
after
little.
that, I see reaction.
That's the one. That's the one. Now click reaction.
Exactly.
Why?
Click reaction, and then
I click here.
yeah, and then go to raise hand. There you go. You did it. Well,
I
you
don't
did the
know,
hand
maybe.
clap, but close enough. There you go. So that's it.
Okay,
So yeah,
okay, thank
very
you.
good. Now always remember, once you raise your hand, remember to lower your hand. Everybody who has a raised hand, practice lowering your hand, because it's always embarrassing if you leave your hand up during a meeting and somebody thinks you have a question. It's happened to me many times. George, do you have a question? No. Why? Your hand is up. Oh, forgot to lower my hand. Has that happened to anyone else?
With
Yeah,
me.
every time.
It's happened to us all. That's
Yeah,
good.
every time.
That's good practice. All right, everyone. So I've got 8 definitions written down. I just did word for word the definition that is given in the NGen exercise, just for you to practice. Make sure everybody's got your hand lowered. I'm going to read the definition aloud. And then if you think you know the answer, do the hand raising emoji. So there's 3 hands that are still up. So Inez, Alejandro, and Safio Ba, please go to lower your hand real quick. Lower your hand. Otherwise, I'll think you're raising your hand. Go back to reactions and lower your hand. There you go. Good job, Inez. And Alejandro, Safio Ba, you still have your hands up, but that's okay. Good job, Safio Ba. You did it. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
All right. So
Teacher, I'm sorry. Can you check right now? I already put it down, but
yeah, are you on from 2 devices?
no, just one.
Oh, hold on a second. I'll just. Okay, it says iPhone the Alegi EA. I don't see it. Who is
That's
it?
me. I'm one of the new students.
Oh, okay. What's your name, sir?
Tierno Mamudu.
Okay, Mamadou. Welcome. Okay. Yeah, if you could just, you want us to call you Mamadou?
What?
Do you want us to call you Mamadou?
Yes, Mamadou or Tierno.
Atiamo. Okay, got you. Atiamo is your surname. Beautiful.
Okay.
Now I know. Welcome to class, my friend. So yeah, you still have your hand up. So go on. Since you're using an iPhone, I think it's in the lower right-hand side. Just look for reactions, and you could lower and raise your hand. That's good practice. They're perfect. You did it. Well, Mamadou, you're like a really fast learner.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to read the definition aloud. Take a look at all these words. If you think you know the answer, don't raise your hand immediately. But if you think you know the answer, raise your hand and I'll call on you. Okay, everybody ready? It's one of these words on the screen. Needs or requires. Needs or requires. Take your time. Okay, Wesleyan.
I think it requires.
Oh my goodness.
Seriously?
I accidentally said the word in the
Yeah.
definition.
For that I was
What I did, you
confused.
see how I looked down at the paper and then looked up at the screen? I accidentally said the word. Never mind. Let me start again. Here we go. Sorry about that. Well, one more time. Here we go. Lowering the temperature. Wesleyan again.
Cooling.
Correct. Okay, so there's cooling. The definition it was lowering the temperature. All right, so Wesleyan. All right, Wesleyan's pretty fast. Wesleyan, you had practice with me before in my level 5 class. We use this game, but this is DL2, so it's a little bit higher level vocabulary. But it's good for you. You definitely need a challenge. All right. Producing or creating. Producing or creating.
Generating.
Tanya was first. Oh, unmute yourself, Tanya. Go for it.
Oh, technology.
Ooh, very close, but no. Good
Okay.
guess. Okay, Amaya.
Compressor?
No.
No.
Mamadou Aleje.
Mhm.
Oh, unmute yourself, Mamadou.
Geothermal.
Oh, no, we're all over the place. Okay, next one is Alejandro.
Generating.
Correct. Okay, everybody, to generate is to produce or to create. Generating. Like
Child.
generating. To produce or to create. Those are synonyms of generating. So that was Alejandro. Here we go. Generating. Excellent job. And there we are. The first names on the board, Wesleyan and Alejandro. All right. Okay. And everybody else, just remember to lower your hands and take a moment. Here we go. Water below the Earth's surface. This one's easy. Water below the Earth's surface. Charlene.
Groundwater.
Yes, it was almost the same in the definition. Groundwater. That's actually what it says in the NGen lesson. Groundwater, water below the Earth's surface. Good job. So, Charlene. All right.
Yes.
Oh, I just wrote your name.
Oh, okay.
Very good, very good. Okay. As well as. Whoops. As well as. Glutis. Oh, you're muted, Glutis.
In conjunction with.
Teacher, for the last question, no, now.
As well as. Well, what do you have, Glutis? You had your hand up? I see a lot of black squares. You can turn your cameras on, it'd be easier. Glutis, what's your answer?
Teacher, I have a question. I have an answer for the last before that.
Oh, so, okay. Oh, then you got to lower your hand. Surely
Okay.
got that one. Okay. That was then Lamarana Diallo. What you had your
Yeah. In addition to.
correct. So this similar phrase, as well as, in addition to. Very good. So Lamarana Diallo. Two L's. I want to spell that correctly. All right.
Child. Okay.
Very good. Okay. Got a lot of names on the board here. All right. Oh, and let's see. Okay, next up. Natural heat from inside the earth. Natural heat from inside the earth. This one might be tricky. Natural heat from inside the earth. Make sure don't. Okay, Wesleyan.
Geothermal.
Correct. Correct. This is where the lesson gets quite interesting. So Wesleyan got it. It's geothermal.
Geothermal.
Now, this is where you can use your inference. Geothermal might be a new word for everybody, but here's how you could figure it out. Where have you seen this preface of a word before? Geo. Where have you seen that before? I mean, in my name, George, but well, actually, yes. The origin of my name is actually Greek. Geo. And if you look up the definition of my name, you can figure out what GEO means. So if you look at geography, what is geography? Or geology? Or if you studied science, you might have heard this word before. Tanya, can you tell everybody what is a geologist? What's a geologist?
Geologist.
Yeah, what is a geologist?
Geologist, teacher, can I say?
Go
Can
for
I
it.
try?
Yeah.
Geologist is the science of the pet, the animal. The science we study about animal.
I give you Inez, what's a geologist?
Teacher, me, can I key?
Is this science study the land, the
Yes.
the geography?
The earth.
The earth, yes.
Hello?
Yeah.
Who's someone who study the rock formation in the area?
Correct. That is correct. Yes. So it's if you want to build a house before you buy the land to build a house, you
you have to study the
hire a geologist. They'll tell you how deep you can dig, because they'll tell you whether or not it's on a fault line, whether or not there'll be an earthquake in 20 years, that kind of thing. So geology is the study of the earth. Geography is mapping the earth. And the origin of the name George in other languages, it's called Orge, or actually Jorge, your name is also my name. The Greek origin of our name means farmer, or one who is close to the earth. So there's origins. When you see a word with GEO, it's something related to dirt. So what about thermal? Where have you seen this before? THERMAL, thermal. This time of year, the weather's getting cold. You might. Charlene, yes. Oh, yeah. Unmute yourself, Charlene.
All right.
Yeah.
Thermal refers to the temperature.
Exactly.
It could be hot, it could be cold.
Exactly. So thermometer. What's a thermometer? Or what's a thermos? Anyone ever seen the word thermometer or thermos? Tanya.
Oh, sorry. Thermometer is like to feel if the people with the person is sick or not, if she has a fever or not.
Exactly. So to find out if you have a fever, your body temperature is rising, you use a thermometer to check. When the weather gets cold, like I'm wearing two shirts right now, it's getting a little colder. So clothing, sometimes they'll say it might say thermal sweatshirts or thermal pajamas when in the wintertime. So very often the word that's prefaced with THER refers to something that stays warm. So knowing now what you know about GEO and thermal, geothermal, you could probably figure it out even if you've never seen the word before. Heat from below the Earth's surface. Has anyone ever taken a shovel and lifted some dirt off the ground when the weather's cold? All right. Yes. Irina, tell us what happens when you dig in the ground when the weather gets cold. I saw Irina's head nodding. Tell us
what happened? I don't understand your question.
Okay, you were nodding your head yes, but you're nodding your head yes. So never mind.
It happens that it's going to be warm.
Right, exactly. So when the weather gets a little bit cold, if you dig a hole in the ground, what do you see? Tell us, Shirlene, what do you see coming up below the ground?
Smoke.
Yeah,
it's going to be hot.
Vapor, exactly.
Evaporation.
Exactly. So if it's wintertime above the ground, it's actually pretty cold. Below the Earth's surface, there's layers and layers covered, and the deeper you get, it actually gets kind of warm. So geothermal heat is heat from below the Earth's surface. Who doesn't like paying their? I'm raising my own hand. Who doesn't like paying their heating bill in the wintertime? I hate it. Anybody else hate it in the wintertime?
Yeah, too expensive.
Yeah, Boston. It gets cold here. It gets very expensive. Wouldn't it be great if there was a way we could get the heat from below the ground to heat our homes? Sound good to anybody? Inez and McLaren have big smiles on their faces. So yes, that's exactly what this is about. It's about it's called geothermal technology. It's harnessing the heat from below the Earth's surface to heat above the Earth's surface, which is pretty amazing. Not a lot of homes are using this yet, but it's new and exciting. And that's what this lesson is about.
There is also another word, teacher, thermostat.
Well,
a device to control
exactly.
the temperature.
Everyone knows where the thermostat is in the apartment. So when you want to control the temperature in a room, you go to the thermostat. Yes. Good job, McLean. Yes.
Thank you.
All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do I'm going to do 2 more. Okay. Needs or involves. Needs or involves. Hand raising emoji. Needs or involves.
Containing. Yes.
Oh, use your hand raising emoji. It's okay. All right. Irina, needs or involves. Needs or involves. Did you want to try, Irina? It's not containing. Okay. Mikladin, go for it.
Requires.
Requires, yes. Very good. So requires is Mikladin. And one more. Looked at, studied, or discussed. Looked at, studied, or discussed. Safayoba.
No, teacher, I don't know. I don't.
Your hand was up from before. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Maria, go for it.
In conjunction with.
Nope. Good guess though. Looked at, studied, or discussed.
Reviewed.
Who said reviewed?
Jeffy.
That's correct. That's correct. But do you have your hand, the hand raising emoji up?
I put it.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, Jeff Paul. All right, that's correct, Jeff Paul. So here we go. Very good. Reviewed. There we go. All right, Jeff gets that one. And now I'll show you exactly how to find all these definitions. You already know, but I'm going to go into the exercise with you. This is for Wednesday. So I'm giving you, it's a complicated lesson, and listening usually on these NGen lessons are the most challenging for students. So I'm going to show everybody how to do this first to give you a head start. Okay, I'm leaving my slides, and I'm going to go into the Google Classroom page where you see the assignment. Here we go. All right, there we are. And next up, we got Wednesday's assignment. So here's Wednesdays, September 25th, Fridays, September 27th. I usually give them several days ahead of time so you can manage your time well. You click on it, and as usual, complete the assignment, attach a screenshot when you're finished. And I said, there's a listening-based assignment. Remember to study the vocab. So if you don't study the vocab first, you'll find it challenging. And some of you were very adventurous. You wanted to get it done early. I applaud you. But you left click, open it up, and there it is. This is the listening activity. Don't just press start because there's a ton of vocab you may not be familiar with. So you click down here at the words, and that's where I copied all of these vocab words. All right, I see two hands up. Hold on a second.
Hello, teacher.
Hello.
Can I get the code for the Google Classroom?
I'll do that after class tonight.
Okay.
I'll send that directly to you. Don't worry about it. Okay. All right. So actually, I'll send it to you towards the end. So when you go over this, you click. I usually do this with everybody, but I'm still reviewing it. So let's see. Here's a word, auxiliary. If you've never seen auxiliary before,
auxiliary, 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 auxiliary.
Listen to it as many times as you need. You can write down the definition, and it gives you synonyms. Very, very helpful. And same thing. You just scroll down, get familiar with the vocabulary. And I like to encourage everybody to chunk this. When you have a challenging assignment, 22 new vocabulary words, you're going to need more than, 35 minutes to learn all these new words. So take your time, slow down. If you need to do 6 words at a time, do that. Chunk it into little pieces so it's easier. So learn the vocabulary, then hit summary. It says learn about a typical air source heat pump. Now, 7 of you were really excited and you decided to do the assignment ahead of time. Who will volunteer to take control of this computer via remote access? So 7 of you decided to do it already. Safayoba, do you want to?
Yes, I will try.
Okay, so everybody, you want to help Safayoba because this is a very challenging listening assignment. So Safayoba, I'm going to give you access to this computer. You can go through the entire lesson, start to finish. and you can, when you get stuck, ask your classmates for help, okay?
Okay.
Here we go. So I'm going to give remote access to Safioba. Here we go. Okay. Give mouse control to Safioba. Here we go. Okay. All right. Safioba, my hands are up. You can start moving the mouse around. There you go. He's controlling the screen. Okay. So whenever you're ready, Safioba, press start. And if you get stuck, your classmates for help.
Now,
Yep. I'll get rid of the screen here.
A typical air source heat pump has an outdoor unit containing a compressor and condenser that work in conjunction with your indoor air handling unit.
All right, Safioba, you can read the question and ask for help.
Okay. Which is true about the outdoor unity of an air source heat pump? But it's very. Can I?
Now, if you need to hear it again, click replay. On the left, go to the left-hand side, click replay. They talk a little fast, so just click replay.
Okay.
See how?
A typical air source heat pump has an outdoor unit containing a compressor and condenser that work in conjunction with your indoor air handling unit.
Okay, help him out. A, B, C, or D. Who's got the answer?
Okay, I read the answer. Which is true about the outdoor unity of an air source heat pump?
Which
is first one is it is used instead of an outdoor air heating unit. It's very small for me. I don't see. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll make it a little bit bigger. Hang on one second.
Well, a little bit bigger.
Is that better?
More. Okay, I think it's good now.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that good?
It has a compressor that works together with an indoor unity. It contains the outdoor unity, compressor, and condenser. I think it is number 3.
What does everybody else think? The third one? Yes, no? Help him out, everybody. Come on.
Yes.
Okay, give it a shot.
Yes.
Number 3?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay, try again, everybody.
Here is the number 2. It has a compressor that works together with an indoor unit.
Okay, number 2.
In the warmer months, a heat pump pulls heat from inside your home and transfers it outside, cooling your home much like an air conditioner would. In the cooler months, it reverses the process and extracts heat from the outside air and transfers that heat into your home.
In the cooler months, what happens?
In cool month, a heat pump transfer heat outside your home. Take in heat from outside air and move it inside a building.
Don't let him do it by himself. Talk to each other. Come on, work together.
Okay. Act very much like an air conditioner. Reverse the processes of extracting heat from outside.
Who can help him?
Teacher, can you replay?
I think number 1.
Can you replay?
In column of a heat pump, number 1. Transfer heat.
Your classmates want you to replay it, so press replay one more time, please.
Okay, replay.
In the warmer months, a heat pump pulls heat from inside your home and transfers it outside, cooling your home much like an air conditioner would. In the cooler months, it reverses the process and extracts heat from the outside air and transfers that heat into your home.
In the
Number 2.
Second one.
2, number 2.
Yes, number 2.
Number
2 or 3?
2.
Number 2 or number 3. Now you take number 2.
Give it a shot.
Takes in heat from outside.
Even on cold days, the air contains enough heat to warm your home. However, on extremely cold days, a heat pump has an electric resistance heating element which can be used to provide auxiliary heat.
On extremely cold days, an electric resistance heating element need to be put inside the house. Auxiliary heat is provided by the indoor air heating unit. You want I play it again?
It's the fourth option.
Please.
The extra heat can provide by using a device on the heat pump.
Even on cold days, the air contains enough heat to warm your home. However, on extremely cold days, a heat pump has an electric resistance heating element which can be used to provide auxiliary heat.
The first one.
The second.
I love this.
It's the first one.
Okay, first one.
Argue. Tell him why. Don't just guess.
Guys, is an extra heat that can be provided by using a device on the heat pump. It's extra. Is it the fourth option?
Good job, Charlene, giving reasoning. Good job.
First is not true. Now 2 or 3. Heat pump cannot provide enough heat to warm your home. Number 3, good.
Number 4.
Everybody, what do you think? Number 3, yes, no?
Number 4.
Number
Number
4.
4, extra heat can be provided by using a device on the heat pump.
Because it's an extra in case you don't have enough heat.
Now, what do you choose? Number 3 or number 4?
Number 4. Let's try.
Number 4 is 4.
Number 4.
Good job.
In addition to the air source heat pump we've reviewed, geothermal and groundwater heat pumps use similar technology. All work under the same principle of transferring heat rather than generating heat. It requires less electricity and saves you money.
What does the video say about geothermal and groundwater heat pump? They use technology that is very new. They require less electric than heat pump. They generate more heat than air source heat pump. They transfer heat instead of introducing heat.
Number 2.
Yes, the second.
4.
Number 2.
Here's say
2.
2. Say 4. You explain why.
I can replay?
That's a good idea.
Yes.
Replay?
Yes.
In addition to the air source heat pump we've reviewed, geothermal and groundwater heat pumps use similar technology. All work under the same principle of transferring heat rather than generating heat. It requires less electricity and saves you money.
It's number 2. What do you think?
Number 2. The fourth one is okay too, because they say like it's more than like transferring energy instead of producing energy.
The number 2 say they require less electricity than heat pump. I think it.
We can go for the number 2, but
number 2, okay.
The 4.
I think the number 4.
It's the second.
The number 4.
Number 4.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the fourth.
Okay.
Okay. It's finished.
All right, now click next.
Next.
Yep.
Start again?
Oh, it's not starting over. You're not finished. There's more.
Right.
Very exciting.
Compressor.
And this is where you can practice your typing. Compressor. There's all the letters. It's like an anagram exercise.
Yeah.
I'll do this one for you. Watch it. Compressor.
Compressor. Say. Okay.
Compressor.
Condenser.
Condenser. Yeah.
Condenser. Condenser.
Reverses.
All right. I typed the first 2. You go for it, Sophia. I know you've got the keyboard in front of you.
Okay.
Versus. Type with your fingers. Don't just click. Type. Don't be afraid of the keyboard. Type it.
Okay.
V. Reverses.
Geothermal.
Everybody
Geothermal.
practice this on your keyboard.
G.
Okay. Geothermal.
G.
T H.
O.
T H.
No clicking. You gotta type. Sophia, do you need a break? Would you like to pass this on to somebody else?
I use a mouse. I don't know what happened.
No, don't. This is a typing exercise. You're gonna take forever going click. Type with your fingers. Anybody a fast typer you want to try?
Yeah, I want to try. Yeah.
Okay. All right. La Marana, I'm going to remove. All right. Good. Everybody, round of applause for Safayo Ba. Very good. Good work. Now I'm going to stop remote control for Safayo Ba. And I'm going to give, let me see. Make sure. I'm going to give remote control to, where are you?
Yeah, Robert.
Yeah. Got you. This is Diallo. La Marana. Am I saying your name correctly?
Yeah, exactly.
La Marana.
Yeah.
All right, La Marana, take it away, my friend. Geothermal. All right.
Can I
type with your fingers.
Not possible yet. Not possible.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Nice typing.
Yeah.
Excellent.
We are going to ask you about the definition of the
highlighted
words. Okay.
All right. Yep. Quick
Are
start.
you ready?
We're ready. Give it to us.
Okay.
Piece.
A piece of equipment that changes
gas
to a liquid. What is the definition here?
Condenser.
First one.
The first one.
Condenser.
Do you think it's the first one?
Yes.
Condenser, yes.
Let's go for the first
Good
one.
job.
Good job.
Okay. Changes something
completely
so that it is the opposite of what it was.
Reverses.
Very good. Good job.
Involving or using natural heat coming from inside the
Geothermal.
Learning that new word.
Involving or using water
Groundwater.
Groundwater.
Yeah.
So smart.
Okay. Here we go. So everybody got 100 on the listening, struggled with the writing. And I think that was the early clicking, the wrong ones. And I typed a few, I mistyped one key, so that's partially my fault. But this is what you want to do when you practice. If you get a low score with one of them, just go back, try it again. Say, hey, I'm getting there almost. So right here it says 5 words learned, and then you can
compressor,
check it again.
Condenser.
Geothermal. Groundwater.
There it is, and it will always, let you know what you just learned. So that's it. Always good to do it together. And sometimes when I give you one of these NGen assignments that's a little bit difficult, get in touch with a few of your classmates. See if they're struggling with the same one. Don't feel like you're doing it alone. There's almost 30 people in this whole classroom. So talk to each other throughout the week. All right. And then just remember, once you do it and you've gotten a good score that you like, take a screenshot and attach it to the Google Classroom page, to the assignment page in Google Classroom. Oh my goodness, one extra person just turned it in. Good job, everybody. So that's how you do this one. Now, Friday's assignment involves watching a documentary and writing short answers. So here, now, oh yes, we're almost at the halfway mark. Does anybody need a break? Because we can do a 10-minute break, or do you want to just go all the way through? Actually, I'll send a poll and you can vote quietly. Here we go. I'm going to go into polls. All right, I'm going to launch a poll and we'll be democratic. Tell me what you want to do. So I'm launching a poll. All right. I want to stop sharing my screen. Okay. I'll leave this up for another 30 seconds. Anybody else wants to vote? Now's the time. Okay, here we go. Sharing the results. And everybody can see the results. We are going to keep going. Everyone has chosen to skip the break and keep moving. Let's keep moving. All right. So, Miss Max worksheet. Let's get a volunteer. Who wants to read the instructions here? It's pretty simple. If anybody, cool. Hands up. Let's hear from Sandy. Go for it, my friend. Sandy.
Yeah. Follow the instruction in the worksheet after each question in the word 5 point. Use the vocabulary to assist when watching the documentary.
Very good, very good. So here is on the left, it's just in a Word doc, vocabulary that comes up that you can study. So you left click here. When you click here, you can see words like this: scenery, pageant culture, coveted. That can help you before you watch or while you watch. You don't have to watch it all at once. But when you click here on the worksheet, Sandy, would you do the same right here? It says.
Yeah, I can see teacher right now. Okay,
great. Yeah.
After watching the documentary, cross mismatch, answer the question below.
Very good. All right. So after watching the documentary, Crowning Miss Max, answer the questions below. So I might add a separate link to this assignment, but the link is right here. So the YouTube link is embedded in the worksheet. So it's very easy. When you left click here like this, see how it opens up a separate tab right there? So that's where it is. This was done about 5 years ago, done by Vice Media, which is no longer a prolific media organization, but they've made some excellent documentaries over the years. And this is one I like to use for classes. It's short and it's a very fascinating story. So when you write your answers, these are short answer questions. Sandy, would you read this, please? Write your answer. Oh, I think you muted, Sandy.
Okay, sorry. Wouldn't you answer below in 35 using words?
Very good. So this is Julinho. He's a character in the documentary. And it says, the question is, why does Julinho believe his work in the prison is important? So first thing we know, there's a guy named Julinho and he works in a prison and he thinks it's important. That's all we know. But once you watch, you listen to Julinho talk in the interview, then you write your answer. So this is exercise with looking at a question and giving a short answer. Few short sentences, short paragraph answer. So each question is worth 5 points. Here's another character in the documentary. Why did Felida travel from Sweden to end up in prison in Sao Paulo? Same thing. Answer the question directly after listening to her interview. Next up, Narijain. For some of you, the names are going to be a little bit tricky, but just practice. The language is Portuguese that a lot of them speak. Why did Narijain become a drug trafficker at the age of 27? So when you listen to her interview, answer the question. And then Stove, she goes by Stove, that longer E. Why is Stove considered the leader among her peers. Why is Stove considered a leader among her peers? Peers are the people you're around, and that's leadership as in leader, the people they look up to. And Clementina, how did Clementina arrive in this prison in Sao Paulo? How did Clementina arrive in this prison in Sao Paulo? How did this older lady get to where she is? And that's it. So it's 5 questions worth 5 points each. And you want to focus on each character and answering each question. And the documentary is only about 20 minutes long, but you want to focus each question, and that's for Friday. So that'll keep everybody busy, and it's a good writing exercise.
Teacher.
Yes.
Hi. If I understand, each question, each answer must have a 35 word or 50?
Between. Around. As long as you're not answering
okay.
Does good things and then leaving it like that. That's not enough. You know what I mean? It's just a threshold, like a minimum, so that you're giving a full understanding of what's going on in the story.
Okay.
So if you want to, if you want to go and write like 100 words, okay, but you don't have to. But just at least 35 to 50 words.
100 words.
At least. Yep. So this is a short answer question worksheet. Very good question, Safayoba.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So what we're going to do now, does anybody else have a question about the worksheet? All right. So once you are ready, the first character we're going to look at is this guy named Julinho. Why does Julinho believe his work in the prison is important? I'm going to play the beginning of the documentary. I'll have to stop recording because it's a copyright violation if I do. I'm going to play the beginning, and then we're going to look at the question again, and then you can go back to the interview on your own, and we'll wrap up class with a breakout room discussion. So what you do is,
I have a question, sorry.
Oh, La Maranya, yes?
Yeah, I have a question. I checked out on the classroom. I just saw the first document, the Word document. I don't have the second one, like the second document.
Okay, so are you looking at this assignment, Miss Max worksheet?
Yeah, I have this one, the first one, Miss Max vocab.docs. I have this one,
So
but
you want to go back. Go back to, so if you opened up this document, it's moving, since I'm guessing you're on your phone, it's moving you to
I'm on my computer.
Yeah, it's moving you to another tab. So you want to minimize that. If you can see my fingers, minimize it. Just go by pinching the phone like this, minimize it, or go backwards to the Google Classroom app and then click worksheet, Miss Max worksheet, and that's where you'll see the questions.
I'm on my computer, and I don't know if I'm the only one who has this problem, but I only have the Miss Max vocab.
Oh, that's because you just joined today?
Yeah, it's my first class.
No, you're the only one with this because you just joined 5 minutes ago. So I think you probably have an option to say generate assignment. Or I can help you with that later.
Okay.
It probably has an option. It'll say like access or generate, and just click that. or another word in your language, whatever the language settings are. There's one more option for you to get this worksheet.
Okay.
So yeah. So the question we're going to discuss in breakout rooms, it's about this character. Why does Julinho believe his work in the prison is important? And Safai Obad, did you have a question?
Well, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. All right, no problem. All right, so then once you click on the link, you can go into the tab with the documentary. Now, when you open it up, always access. You can access the closed captions. Now, one thing to be tricky with is there's different languages spoken in this documentary. So when somebody is speaking Portuguese, it gives you automatic English subtitles. And when somebody is speaking English, you want...
This is Amazon.
I gotta stop recording here. When somebody is speaking... Okay, we just came back from breakout rooms, and some students are sharing what they would write for their answer for this question. La Maranya, go for it.
Okay, thank you. I think Julino believe his work is important and he's proud of his job because he think women in jail need a second chance. And even if they did like bad stuff, bad thing outside the jail, uh you people have to consider them as human being. Okay, they need to learn to improve their skills even if they are in the jail, they need to improve themselves because after their 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 time in jail, they have like to be reintegrated in the society. So he think working with them could help them like to improve their self and facilitate their integration after the jail.
Very nice. Very nice. That's a good, thorough answer. All right. Anyone else wish to volunteer to share? And remember, everyone's probably got a different interpretation for this question. Nobody? Okay, I know it's late. Oh.
Just a question, it's just a question, if I can ask.
What's that?
I want to ask a question.
Oh, yeah, sure, sure.
Yeah, I wanted like to say, like in my explanation, I wanted to say, during their time in the jail, is it correct to say that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Perfect.
Sentence is not English sentence.
No, he spoke English. He said during their time in jail. You get during their time locked up, during their time in jail. Yeah, you can say that. Shirlene, is it okay if I ask you what you would write? Because you had some interesting ideas in the breakout room.
Sure. I honestly I didn't watch the whole video yet.
Oh, nobody
I
did.
already-
I just introduced it today.
Okay.
We only watched the beginning.
Sure. So, what I think that he works like that is because he believes, of course, in second chances. What I think personally about people that help others is like when you help someone else, you actually helping yourself in a way because it's always good for us when you help someone. What I do believe is like jail is a place that should be a learning experience because I think suffering doesn't teach us to be better persons, you know. Usually it makes us worse. I watched once documentary about the prison in Norway, I believe. It's a very interesting one because he's an American going to the prison in Norway and seeing unbelievable things that you would expect for a jail. You know, like they're free to work. They can do things that you wouldn't believe. And they have a very good rate for violence, you know, crime. Like people usually go to the jail and they don't come back, you know, once they go free from the jail because they have a learning experience inside the prison. So what I think that people should, if you have a chance, of course, If you could help someone in the jail like Julinho, you could help the person to find something, you know, that she or he could do it outside the prison, the jail, to have another experience. Also, because I don't think once you're in the jail, if you're like being punished all the time, you know, if you're suffering violence, I don't think you're gonna be a better person after that experience. So that's why I would say that he believes in that too, in a way. You know, I don't know yet if he believes or not, but I would say that, you know, once you learn, once you're educated, you have a second chance, you may find a call in your life, you know, after jail. I would hope for that.
Charlene, you could write a book. I know you had a lot to say in the breakout room. That's why I called on you. Does anybody else want to share their interpretation of why Julinho believes what he's doing is important? Anybody else before we wrap up class this evening? All right, so each one of these characters has a very interesting story. Take your time with each of them. And don't rush it. So it'll be very, very difficult if you save this for the last minute on Friday. Take your time, manage your time wisely throughout the week. And that's it. We can stop right here. So I'll stop sharing my screen and we can call it a night. Good job, everybody. Great class. I'll see you next time. And just watch the due dates in Google Classroom, the heat pump assignment for Wednesday, and the Miss Max assignment for Friday. Have a wonderful week, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Thank
Good
you.
night,
Bye.
class.
Bye, everyone.
See you.